In this video, we're going to be talking about the second part of the listening exam, which is a monologue, which basically means it's one person speaking. They're going to be speaking on a general subject. It may be a short talk or giving information. The style of questions here will either be picking a multiple choice, filling in a form, or finishing sentences. Now let's look at my tips for this part of the exam. Tip number 1. When there is a table, there are always headings, which means that the columns and rows below will all be of similar topic, meanings or words.
Each semester, the counselling team runs a number of small group workshops. These last for 2 hours and are free to all enrolled students. Our first workshop is called Adjusting. We've found that tertiary education can come as a big shock for some people. After the structured learning environment of school, it is easy to feel lost. In this workshop, we will introduce you to what is necessary for academic success. As you might expect, we're targeting first-year students with this offering.
Tip number 2. Be aware that sometimes words in the questions are worded slightly different in the audio. Tip number 3. The audio will follow the questions in order, down the page, as the audio progresses. So do the questions as you hear the audio. If you realise you've missed a question, my advice here is keep moving. You have to keep answering the questions. At the end of the exam, in the 10 minutes you get to transfer your questions to your answer sheet, try and attempt the questions that you missed. Attempting them is always better than leaving it blank. Tip number 4. Prediction. Once again, you can often predict or guess what your answer might be. For example, if the sentence says, "She wanted to be happy and healthy," we're going to be looking for a word that fits with these 2 other words. Make a note of your prediction next to the question, because if you're lucky, you might hear it. The answer here would be love. The answer is love because it fits the overall life goals feeling that comes about with the question. And those are all my tips for section number 2. Now in the next video, we're going to be talking about all of my tips that I can offer you for section number 3.